Before we get started, let me show you this for a moment. All right, enough eye candy for one day. So why did I just show you that? Well, it was simply to ask you one crucial question. How did that footage make you feel? All right, you don't have to answer that. But regardless of your feelings just now, it's no secret that the average person tends to feel something. And it's generally not unpleasant. And this brings us to today's hot topic. Does human nature's crave for beauty make us way more biased than we care to admit? How many job opportunities did you lose to the hotter, better-looking person interviewing before you? How many times did you notice the cashier being short and unpleasant with you specifically, while suddenly being all smiles with the cute person beside you? Well, sit back and grab some popcorn, because this is the potentially uncomfortable truth we're about to discuss. Are you ready?
A few moments later. 3 days later.
All right. Let's get serious for a moment here. So here's the main question. Do we tend to treat less attractive people unfairly? More specifically, are we generally dismissive toward those we find unattractive? Are we less willing to do them a favor? Do we often want to end conversations more quickly? Do we lust for those who are more attractive even though we're supposedly in a happy relationship? If you denied any or all of the above, what if I told you? Well, what if I said that we have more than enough proof and evidence undeniably catching us in the act?
We wanted to see how big a role appearance plays in normal day-to-day predicaments, like if you have a flat tire on the side of the road.
We hired two actresses, Nicole and Joanna, to pose as stranded motorists with a flat tire. Using hidden cameras placed inside this clothing store and parked van, we wanted to see just how many people were willing to help. First up was Nicole, who doesn't have to wait very long at all. Within 2 minutes, help is on the way.
Excuse me, my tire's flat. Is there any way that you can help me?
Yeah, I'll help you out. Let me go find somewhere to park.
Are you working right now? Am I late? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
That wasn't the only Good Samaritan willing to help Nicole.
My dad usually takes care of this.
Within 30 minutes, 4 more jumped right in to help her,
I can call my mechanic and come to help you.
Thank you.
including this man, bad knee and all.
I just got over knee surgery.
Oh no.
Nicole never has to wait long. In fact, she received help from 11 men in just 90 minutes. Now it's Joanna's turn. 5 minutes in, one man does offer to help.
Need some help there?
Yeah.
But after that, a steady stream of both men and women walk right by Joanna, almost as if she's not even there. After 23 minutes, help finally arrives for Joanna from this guy.
Need a hand there, miss?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I have a flat.
For the next hour, however, another stream of men and women continued to walk past Joanna. In total, 3 times the amount of men stopped to help Nicole
Are you busy at work right now?
No, it's okay. You have AAA?
and stopped to help Joanna. And Nicole's average wait time next to that flat tire was 1/3 of Joanna's.
I'll figure it out.
Beauty bias or just good luck?
Can you imagine how a person feels knowing exactly why their existence is minimized in the eyes of society? Anyway, let me give you another example of how appearance alone can help take you very far in life. Many of you may remember this guy. For context, his name is Jeremy Meeks, a former gang member who was arrested in 2014 for felony weapon charges. His mugshot was then posted on the Stockton Police Department's own Facebook page. Anyway, while the general public would typically focus on a person's wrongdoings, this time it was the complete opposite. People were absolutely in shock, not by his criminal history, but rather by this. Yep, that's it. In the eyes of many, his only crime was being criminally hot. This picture-perfect mugshot was liked over 15,000 times and had nearly 4,000 comments within the first 24 hours of being posted.
The hormones were working overtime for Facebook groupies. One posted, "Oh my goodness, sexy." Then there was this, "He must have dropped from heaven. I've set this pic as a wallpaper on my phone. Something beautiful to look at."
Can you believe this? He had reached celebrity status that same month, with countless websites reporting on his virality and jaw-dropping looks. Long story short, he served roughly 13 months out of a 27-month prison sentence. And once released, Jeremy was bombarded with talent agencies and given more opportunities than the average person could ever dream of. And just to be clear, I'm actually very happy for Jeremy. Remember, he never asked for any of this to begin with. He left his criminal past behind him, which makes this a story of redemption more than anything. I could go on and on about similar stories where the general public quickly looked past people's criminal record due primarily to their beauty. But you get the point by now. So what's up with this obsession we have about appearances? Are many people really living life in easy mode? Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this topic by claiming that it's all about confidence and all that crap. While confidence does play an important role in this, appearances usually do give you the upper hand more easily than almost any other trait. There are always exceptions to the rule, but let's not deny that we are more willing to go out of our way for those whom we physically admire.
Meet Ruth and Rebecca. They're going to demonstrate that how you look affects how you're treated. They're going to struggle up staircases at opposite ends of Liverpool Street Station in London with heavy bags, and we'll be filming. How long before a knight in shining armour rescues this damsel in distress?
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Helped at last, but by 2 women, and it took 45 seconds. Now Rebecca's turn. How long before she's rescued?
Would you mind? Just shattered. I'm just trying to get to the top of those stairs there.
All of 8 seconds.
Oh, this is very kind of you.
Ruth is occasionally saved, but it takes longer. On average, 70 seconds. Rebecca's average, 24 seconds. We have a tendency to think highly of beautiful people.
I'm going to be really rude now and ask one more favour. Could you lend me some money?
How much you need?
All this nonsense is due to the halo effect. I won't spend much time discussing it in this video because I feel the subject is already well documented. But basically, this is a psychological phenomenon where we tend to assume that if someone is physically attractive, they must also possess other positive traits like higher intelligence, kindness, or competence. Unfortunately, this also leads to society treating less attractive people with disrespect seemingly for no reason, as we also assign negative traits to that person such as laziness or less intelligence. So in the case of job candidates, even if 2 people have the same qualifications, studies show that the better-looking candidate is more likely to land the position. In fact, did you know that good-looking people earn a whopping 15% more than those who are less attractive? In a 2015 report, economist Eva Sierminska found that less attractive people must work harder and be more productive to achieve the same wage. Likewise, another study showed that attractive workers often increase an organization's revenue and overall bottom line.
This will be your last week of employment at this company.
Why me?
What am I supposed to do now?
I've left some of this research down in the video description in case you're interested.
But it's proven time and time again that people who are tall, physically fit, and facially symmetrical are oftentimes more successful than others in the workplace. In 2010, Newsweek surveyed more than 1,000 people, some of whom were hiring managers, and discovered 72% believed being considered attractive was an advantage for a woman who's interviewing for a job. So-called attractive people were found to make as much as 11 to 15% more than their less attractive coworkers.
Some of you might say, if a person doesn't bother to take care of their appearance, chances are they won't be very good at their job either. The problem is that candidates are often rejected simply because the employer gave the job to someone who's much taller. So you might miss out on the opportunity based on things you cannot control. Also, remember, this isn't necessarily that simple, where you're either ugly or beautiful. You could be decently attractive and still lose the job to someone who's only slightly more attractive. In any case, isn't this whole thing just a tad depressing? It's a never-ending cycle that will likely continue until the end of time. And the fact that mainstream media keeps reinforcing this notion only makes things worse. From movies to ads to Instagram feeds, we're constantly bombarded with images of flawless beauty. But here's the thing. This kind of exposure doesn't just affect how we see others. It shapes how we see ourselves and how we perceive the world around us. Needless to say, it's probably easy to believe that attractive people simply live life in easy mode 7 days a week. But guess what? This is not always the case. Because you see, even conventionally attractive people often go through their own version of absolute hell. Yes, beauty definitely comes with its perks. But let's flip the script for a moment. Have you thought about the pressures and challenges that come with being highly attractive? Yep, there's a dark side to being on a pedestal. Imagine being constantly judged, not for your abilities, but rather for your looks. If you're beautiful, people might assume you've had it easy, or that you've never struggled or worked hard for anything. They might even underestimate your intelligence or skills because they're too focused on your appearance. It's like living under a magnifying glass where every flaw is amplified and scrutinized. The same is true when it comes to beauty and relationships. If you're beautiful, you might wonder if people are interested in you for who you are, or just for how you look. Needless to say, we still can't deny that beauty privileges usually outweigh these challenges, and many people would happily compromise. That's just my opinion anyway. Regardless of how you feel, being on a pedestal is a tricky thing because it comes with its own set of challenges, pressures, and expectations that aren't always easy to navigate. More importantly, this is the lesson I'd like you to keep in mind, and it's very important to always remember the following. Remember that beauty is just one aspect of who we are. It doesn't have to define our worth, our abilities, or our happiness. And while society might be quick to elevate those who fit certain standards of beauty, we have the power to change that by recognizing and celebrating the diversity of all human experiences. Next time that you catch yourself putting someone on a pedestal, whether it's for their looks, their success, or anything else, take a moment to step back and acknowledge the person as a whole. Because real beauty, the kind that truly matters, goes way beyond what we can see on the surface. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the topic. And one last thing. Are you interested in these types of videos where we explore the human condition and the ways of the world? If so, please do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon. This really helps the channel and its overall growth. Until next time, and keep questioning the world around you.